motherfucking deal, YouTube. This your boy, Coach Dante, in the motherfucking building with you guys, man. Please comment, like, and subscribe on this video, man. I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. Really appreciate you guys for always coming into the live streams, regardless if I play 2K or you know, do a podcast with somebody, because you know your boy Coach Dante is always putting in the work, always grinding, and that's what I do. Coach Dante is a grinder, and I grind for a living, so that's one thing I love, and you can't take it away from me. I just love to work, man. I just love to work, man. It's not all about me, you know, getting the spotlight right here. I just love to work. I just love to work. So again, shout out to Spotlight Sports Network, All Sports, All Plays Network, man. Let's get right into the video, to the nitty gritty. The Houston Rockets, with their big comeback win against a tough Atlanta Hawks team. I think we can all say Atlanta Hawks is a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. I know they're struggling. They came in at 13-3. They was 13-13. Even Atlanta is better than a 13-13 team, a 13-14 team now that the Rockets came back and won. But they're better than that, especially on the road, where the Rockets really haven't won much this year. It was a big win. The Rockets started down 38-28 in the first quarter. Rockets they got down by, I think the highest they got down was like 21, I believe 20, up in that area. Trae Young was solid the whole night. He had 39 points against the Houston Rockets last night. The Rockets capped it off. The Rockets had a big fourth quarter, 44-point fourth quarter. That's what won them, the Rockets, the game. But the Rockets got the lead down in the third quarter to manageable. And like the Rockets were down by 21 in the second quarter. The Rockets ended the second quarter strong. They were down 58-69 in the third quarter. So they were down, after being down by 21, they were able to fall back and win the last couple of minutes of the second quarter. I thought that was the difference, keeping the game close for enough that the Rockets can go on a run. Again, Christian Wood wasn't in the game when the Rockets made this run. Garrison Matthews wasn't in the game. Amani Brooks had a calf strain. He wasn't in the game. So the lineup that came all the way back was pretty much DJ Augustin, who had a big night, who had 20 points. Eric Gordon was on fire, 32 points. You had KJ Martin, who had some big plays, big block shots, a big corner three to put the lead within 4. After, I believe, Trae Young comes down, he hits a 3, and KJ Martin hits a 3 in the corner. You had Sengun, again, was big on the boards. He's been very consistent. This guy's probably the best playmaker we got on our damn team this year. He's probably the best playmaker we got on our damn team. And Jae'Sean Tate was in the game. Eric Gordon was in the game. Augustine was in the game. And I gotta give credit to Coach Stephen Silas for his adjustments, and David Nwaba also. David Nwaba had 1 3 all year. He had 2 of them last night at the biggest stage of the game. The Rockets were down 119-111. David Nwaba hits a 3 to put the lead within 5. Then Trae Young comes back down. He hits a deep 3. And David Nwaba, 2 plays later, he comes down. He gets a big steal. The Rockets get a block shot or a steal, and he links out in space. He gets a layup. David Nwaba played big. We couldn't shut down Trae Young, but David Nwaba helped contain them. Rockets were able to make a couple of key free throws to put the game out of reach. But the Rockets played hard, and give Coach Stephen Silas credit, man. His rotations has been good. Josh Christopher is playing. He deserves to be on the rotation. If Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green comes back, I think they still should be. They're gonna be starting regardless. But the rotation should not change. You should keep the rotation as it is. Of course, we're gonna have Jalen Green start. We're gonna have Kevin Porter Jr. start. But Garrison Matthews should be starting still. You don't break it. Jae'Sean Tate should still be starting. And you should have Christian Wood out there. And your big bench players is pretty much set. Amani Brooks, Eric Gordon, Augustine, Daniel House coming off the bench. You still got KJ Martin, You still, and Josh Christopher, you still can go 10 deep if you want to. You can go, that's about a good guy 10 deep. If you want to use David Nwaba, you still can. That's 11 guys deep you can use. 11 fresh guys to keep somebody fresh out there. But I like the way Coach Silas and his coaching staff, Jeff Hornacek, Sagana Diop, all of these guys have, adjusted, man. We are a very young team. We're the second youngest team in the league. You take away Eric Gordon and Augustine, the Rockets are the second youngest team in the league. They're still the second youngest team in the league. Christian Wood is nothing but 25 years old. Daniel Tice is in his early 30s. He's up out of the rotation because his inability to make shots. He cannot make shots. He cannot shoot threes that well. And so he's played himself up out of rotation, but he has been professional. And I'm very proud of the way this team played, man. Came to come back to have a 44-point fourth quarter like they did, and then they were down by 21. The Rockets were down by 21-5 in Memphis and almost came back and won that game. The Rockets was down 21 in the second quarter. They get the lead within 11 at halftime. They stay within reach. They probably was down by pretty much 11 or 10, 8 threw up in that range throughout the whole game. They finally weathered the storm in the fourth quarter, and Eric Gordon puts it on them, man. Eric Gordon puts some threes on them a lot. Eric Gordon going to the rim, unstoppable, hiding behind the Şengün pick, makes a three to put the lead within 6 points. DJ Augustine was feeling it the whole night. Big threes to give us a three. Hits a three to pretty much give us the lead at 121-119. He gets a three to give us the lead. And after the Rockets get the lead, Rockets pretty much kept cruising. I'm very proud of this Rockets team and how much they played. But the key word, you never let a team keep staying in the game. You got to put a team away. It was a fourth quarter. I mean, it was a 19. The Hawks had a 19-point lead. They had a 19-point lead. That was the biggest of the game. My bad. That was the biggest of the game. 19-point lead, and the Rockets come back. The Rockets played hard, man. Even though we're 8-19, we don't have the playoff expectations everybody got. But the Rockets are out there playing hard, man. And all I want to see is improvement. I'm seeing some great improvement, man. Right now, I'm seeing some very good improvement right now, man, for this team. Rockets won 17 games all of last year. The Rockets just need 8 more wins to tie that already. So we're going to see what happens, but it was a great comeback, man. You just get excited to see progress out of your team. After the 1-16 start, now you give guys confidence. Hey, we can compete with some of these big dogs in the league. We may not compete. We may not be better, but we can compete out here with these young guys in the league. That's why I was telling people, man, I'm not a big fan on tanking. If you giving them the Rockets winning the game against Chicago and Charlotte showed me something about this team. The Rockets winning the game last year against Milwaukee showed me something. Hey, we can compete with the big dogs. We ain't that bad. We ain't that bad of a squad. We ain't that bad of a squad. If it's anything, we hurt ourselves with turnovers and missed free throws. And you got to sense this team is not a bad of a squad. You're just in a tough, loaded Western Conference. If you was in the East, the Rockets would be way better. The Rockets would be way better than this. Rockets would not have 18 losses if they went in the East. You mean to tell me they couldn't probably beat Cleveland one good time? They couldn't beat Orlando. They couldn't get a win. They didn't beat Boston this year, but hey, both of them were blowouts. Well, the first Boston game was in the second. Was probably they got blown out in the second half. But Miami, they're not better. Brooklyn, they beat. But I don't want to hear no excuses, no Kevin Durant. Rockets had 2 starters out as well. They had both of their starting fives out. Kevin Durant was on rest mode. James Harden alone keeps you in a playoff hunt. He keeps you in a playoff hunt. He gives you a chance to win alone. So I'm tired of hearing excuse. I don't want to hear no excuses about no Kevin Durant didn't play because Rockets, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter Jr. did not play. Daniel House did not play in that game as well. So we had three rotation players out. And I don't think David Nwaba even played. So, again, Miss me with that. You know, Orlando. I think we're better than Orlando, a better team than Orlando. OKC, we about right there, but we are better this year than OKC. We beat them 3-1. And I just want to give a big shout out to Koo and thank Koo because he basically woke up this Rockets team by saying the Rockets are a disgraceful organization. Hey, you look up a couple of days later, we're better than OKC, if you put it like that. So let's get right into the team box score and stats, man. I'm very impressed with this team, man. This team has played hard. Then you do it, you make the run without Christian Wood in the ball game. Christian Wood is not even in the ball game. Amani Brooks is not even in the ball game. Who else? Somebody else wasn't even in the ball game when the Rockets went on that run. Garrison Matthews, he wasn't even in the ball game when we made the run. So Rockets out rebound the Hawks 45-40. Rockets out assist the Atlanta Hawks. The ball movement, you starting to see the Rockets up in around 25 assists, 28 assists for the last 3 out of the 4 games. 27 assists to 20 assists. 27 assists means, hey, you're moving that basketball around. You're making an extra pass. You're making smart passes. 20 assists, if you get over 20 assists, that means someone is dominating the ball for you. Someone is dominating the ball the whole time, and that would be Trae Young. He had 39 points. He had 39 points. Giannis, they didn't have that much assists the other night. They had 19. I believe Milwaukee had 19 because Giannis was hot. He had 41 points. He dominated. And the Rockets, it was an all-around but team performance. They passed the ball around a lot, and that's what they did. And give credit to Steven Silas. You're seeing a little more ball movement, a lot more ball movement. You're not seeing any staggering like that. I've been very impressed. 8 steals, 9 steals for the Hawks. 5 blocks for the Rockets, 6 for the Hawks. 11 turnovers. Very proud of the turnovers. The Rockets kept the turnovers down. They've been keeping the turnovers down. At the beginning of the season, the Rockets was averaging probably about 19 turnovers a game. They've been keeping these turnovers down a lot. The Hawks had 12 turnovers. That's one more than the Rockets. 48% from the field. 47.9 is basically 48. And 49% from the field for Atlanta. The Rockets shot 47% from the field. That is very good for the Houston Rockets. That means they were making shots at a high rate. You shot 77.8 from the free throw line. I can deal with that. I can live with that. By far, we are a bad free throw shooting team. Anytime you can shoot over 77 or 80% or 90%, that was really, really good. Of course, the Hawks have better free throw shooting than us. When you factor in Trae Young, John Collins, and all of those guys, yeah, they're a better free throw shooting team than us. Clint Capella, who's 51%, but hey, everybody else can shoot free throws. 41% for the Houston Rockets. They outshot Atlanta from the three-point line. You got Cam Reddish, you got Trae Young, John Collins can even shoot the 3, Kevin Huerter, and the Rockets outshot Atlanta Hawks from the 3-point line. That's very impressive. You outshot Atlanta from the free throw line. Very good for the Houston Rockets. Timothy Alawalo, 8 points. Lou Williams put up 12 points, 0 for 3 from 3. You got Gordy Jane only played 10 minutes. He was 2 for 3 from the 3. That's 8 points. You had Cam Reddish had 12 points. Yeah, Danilo Gallinari, 12 points. Kevin Huerter only had 5 points. He only made 1 3. Trae Young, 40, pretty much was the bright spot, 41 points, 9 assists in this game. Clint Capella, 12 and 16. John Collins, 14 points for the Atlanta Hawks. For the Houston Rockets, Amani Brooks just had 6 points. Christian Wood had 12, but he struggled from the field. He wasn't effective. 0 of 6 from 3, 4 of 13. KJ Martin got most of the bulk of the fourth, was in that fourth quarter when the Rockets came back. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds. David Nwaba, who had 2 threes, 1 3 all this year. He had 2 last night. 2 of 2, 4 of 5 from 3, 4 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. Some great defense, 10 points, 6 rebounds. Josh Christopher only had 5 points, but he contributed on defense, 3 rebounds. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Alperen Sengun, again, 11 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. I love this guy, man. DJ Augustin was on fire in that third quarter and carried it into the fourth quarter. 22 points, 6 of 7 from three-point land, 7 of 9, 2 clutch free throws to put the Rockets up 15, put the Rockets up 4 points, pretty much to put the game away. Very impressed the way this is DJ Augustin, probably best game of the season right here. Garrison Matthews only had 5 points, 0 for 4 from 3, 1 of 6, 8 rebounds. He wasn't in the game in the fourth quarter. 15 points for Jae'Sean Tate. 3 of 4 from the three-point line. If this guy can ever improve on him a jump shot and keep a consistent jump shot, this guy can be unstoppable. He already can do everything else. He already can jump. He already can get guys involved. He's a very good passer, very good defender. Jae'Sean Tate is a dog. And the Rockets player of the game, Eric Gordon, 32 points, 5 from 8 from 3, 10 of 16 from the field. The man of the hour for the Houston Rockets. But give credit to when Eric Gordon was not in the game, DJ Augustin was the man for the Houston Rockets with his clutch three-point shooting and keeping the Rockets on the game. Very impressed with this Rockets team and how they perform. And I'm very impressed with Coach Stephen Silas, or just putting Eric Gordon in, not putting Christian Wood in the game, not putting Amani Brooks in the game, who had a calf injury, and not putting Matthews in the game. You go with your hot guys, and that's what he did. He stuck with the hot guys, and I'm very impressed with Coach Stephen Silas, man. So comment, like, and subscribe on this video, Rockets fans, or anybody. Comment, like, and subscribe. Shout out to Spotlight Sports Network. Shout out to Spotlight All Sports All Plays. This is Executive Dante from the Spotlight Sports Network, from the Coach Dante channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that like button, y'all. Thank you, guys. I'm out. Peace. Go Rockets.